Okay, hello guys, nice to meet you again in learning English with the short story. And for today, I will share with you the story, The Deaf Frog. Yes, firstly, I will read this story. Yeah, and if you want to improve your pronunciation, so you can copy my pronunciation. Of course, my pronunciation is not so perfect, right? But anyways, it is okay and acceptable. Yeah, and then we will have several new words, right, from this story, and then I will explain the meaning of some new words or vocabularies for you. Then I will read again this story and explain the meaning of each paragraph for you. And finally, yeah, I will show to you my opinion for the lesson learned from this story. Okay, this is one of the way I apply to learn English and improve my English speaking as well as my English vocabulary. Okay, now we start learning. The Deaf Frog. One day, frogs decided to organize a competition. This competition aimed to climb on the top of a very high tower. A group of frogs got together to watch their friends, and the competition started. None of the frogs in the audience believed that the contestants could reach the top of the tower. They all shouted, "Poor ones, they will never succeed." In the end, all but one lost their hope and left the race. The last frogs left in the race managed to reach the top of the tower with great efforts and struggle. Other frogs, in amazement, wanted to learn how the frog could succeed. One of the frogs came closer and asked, "How did you do this?" At that moment, they realized that the frogs that climbed the high towers was deaf. Lesson learned: always be deaf to people who say you cannot make your dream come true. Don't listen to people with negative thoughts. Okay? Now for the vocabulary. For the first word, competition. Yeah, I want to explain the meaning of this word for you. Competition is meant an event in which people compete with each other to find out who is the best at something. Yeah. We have an example how we use the word competition like this. There will be a painting competition for children of different age groups. Yeah. Through this example, you know that, right? We have on a competition. And in this competition, we'll have many children with different age groups, right? Different ages. They will show their paintings, right? And we also have audiences and juries will decide who has the best painting, right? And who has the best painting? It means that person wins the painting competition. Okay. And for the second word, audience, it is now, right? Audience is mean the group of people who have gathered to watch or listen to something, such as a play, concert, somebody speaking, etc. And we have an example how we use the word audience like this. The museum is trying to attract a wider audience. Firstly, in this example, you need to understand the word museum, right? Museum, it is one place, right? That place gather a lot of famous paintings or famous potteries, right? So we'll have many people, audiences, right, come to that place to see. Yeah. And for this museum, right, is trying to attract a wider audience. Yeah, they want to attract more and more people, right, come to this museum to watch the paintings or potteries, right? So they will try to gather more, right, famous and beautiful paintings or potteries to this place, so they can attract more audience, right, come to this place to see. Yeah. And another thing that they can advertise, right, about their museums, yeah, through newspapers or through television, right? Okay. And for the next word, I want to explain the meaning for you. The word succeed is the verb. Succeed, it means to achieve something that you have been trying to do or get. Yeah. To have the result or effect that was intended. Yeah. We have an example like this, how we use the word succeed. Whether we succeed or fail depends on ingenuities and luck. Yeah. So through this sentence, we understand, right? Success. It is really important that if you have you have right ingenuities. Yeah. If you depend only your ingenuities, I think that you cannot completely manage. You will be successful in the future, right? Because it also depends on the luck. Yeah, the luck it is really important. Yeah, so you need to have ingenuities and luck, right? If you want to be successful in life, such as in working, right? If you want to get this position, yes. If you are so skillful in working, right? You are so hard in working. I think it is not enough. You also need the luck, right? Such as like about your destinies. You are qualified and you are last. That means that you will have a lot of opportunities to show your talents, your skill in workings, right? And you have many people support you, so you can be successful in your careers, or you can get that position. Yeah, it is my opinion. And how do you think? Do you think that we just need to have an ingenuities in this life so we can be successful, or we also need to have the luck? Yeah, without luck, we cannot be successful in this life. We cannot risk our dreams. Do you think so? Yeah. Okay, and for the final words I want to say to you in today's the words realize. Realize is meant to understand or become aware of a particular fact or situation. We have an example like this. The moment I saw her, I realized something was wrong. Yeah. Through this sentence, you understand that for this guy, right? Met these ladies, and this guy recognized that there was something, right? Happens to these ladies, right? So that's why we use this sentence. The moment I saw her, I realized something was wrong. For this guy met these ladies, right? And she was different with before, right? So from that, so we can ensure, yeah, there was something happened to hers. Yeah, so that's why it affects to her current emotion. Yeah. Okay, now we will read again this story, and I will explain the meaning of each paragraph for you. The deaf frog. One day, frogs decided to organize a competition, right? Yes, so in here, frogs, yeah, there are many frogs, right? They decided to organize a competition. Yeah, and for the competition, that's they will climb on the top of a very high towers, right? And a group of frogs got together to watch their friends, and the competition started. Okay, none of the frogs in the audience believed that the contestants could reach the top of the towers. They all shouted, "Poor us! They will never succeed." Okay, and through this paragraph and this sentence, right, we understand that no one of audience, right, believes the contestant could reach the top of the tower, so that's why they shout this, right? Poor ones. They want to say that the contestant, right? They are stupid. They will never succeed. They will never climb on the top of the tower. Yes, they cannot reach the top of the tower. Okay. In the end, right? Own. You hear? Own contestant, right? They are discouraged, right? And they lost their hope and left the race. But one, right? Only one frost, right? Still keep doing that. Still keep climbing on the top of the tower. Okay, and the last frogs left in the race managed to reach the top of the towers with great efforts and struggle, right? So for only one frogs, right? Yes, managed to reach the top of the towers, right? With great efforts, right? And struggles. Okay. Also, frogs, right? In amazement, wanted to learn how the frogs could succeed. Yeah. All the frogs, right? The frogs left the competition. Yeah, they feel amazing, right? And they want to know how these frogs, right, can succeed, right, and can climb to the top of the tower. And one of the frogs, right, one of the left frogs, the frogs left the competition, right, came closer and asked the frogs, right, which climbed to the top of the towers, how did you do this? Yeah, but for this frog did not get any answer, right? So this frog and other frogs recognized that the frogs that climbed the high towers was deaf, right? So that's why this frog couldn't hear any sound from audience, right? So that's why these frogs were not discouraged by the sounds, by the saying, right, from audience. Yeah. So from this, we have one lesson learned. It is really important. Always be deaf to people who say you cannot make your dream come true. Don't listen to people with negative thoughts. Yeah, and for me, I absolutely agree with this lesson learned. So in our life, I think you should be patient and try with all of your powers to reach your dream, such as in learning English, right? For every day, you spend around 30 minutes to read English books, right? When you read, of course, you read aloud, right? For other people, do not like, right? Because if you do that, they have the feeling that you are so stupid because you cannot pronounce correctly and properly English words, right? But you keep doing that for every day. But I think if you keep doing that for around 3 years or 5 years, so you can improve much of your English. You can improve your speaking and also can improve your writing, your English grammar through reading the books. And that's one thing. And another thing I think just in working, right? Like now you are implementing on projects. And for your thinking, right? You have great ideas. You think about new activities, right? To implement to help you and your companies can reach the targets of the project. And many other people, right? Your colleagues say that you are so stupid because for these activities cannot be implemented and you cannot succeed with the project. At the end of you will fail. Yes, you will fail. And other people will blame for your fault because for these activities are impossible to implement, right? So I think you should listen because when you build up on a work plan, right? You should think carefully, yeah, and also need to talk and discuss with your colleagues and other people. So when you already decide, I think you should believe, yes, you should believe in your decision. And if you try with all your efforts, right, and be patient, yeah, and also do not forget to discuss with other people, right? To get the support from other people. So I think at the end of the project, you can reach the targets of the project and all of activities will be implemented successfully. Yeah, it is my opinion. So for me, I absolutely agree with this lesson learned. And how about you? Do you agree with this lesson learned? And let us show your opinion for all of us now. Okay, and thanks for watching my videos. Okay, and let keep learning English with me. See you in next video.